Hi, my name is Scott Liebowitz. I'm the owner and service manager of the All-Weather Heating Team. On behalf of the All-Weather Heating Team, I really would like to thank you for entrusting us to install your new comfort system and your Accuclean electronic air cleaner. Well, this is why we're here today. So, congratulations, you did not make a bad decision. This is a magnificent air filter. It's the cat's meow. It's what I put in my own personal home. This is referred to as a communicating air filter. So, what makes this different than just about every air filter in the market is you have an LED display here. Now you're going to use your imagination because I'm in my shop, my personal home, and I'm not at an installation. But down here, the LEDs turn green, then they go to orange, and then they go to red. Well, if they're in the green, you're doing good. If they get to the orange, hey, caution, it's getting ready to be time to clean the air filters. It gets to the first red, it's like, yo, dude, clean your filter. Or if it gets to 2 reds, yeah, you're past due. You get the point. Okay, so communicating. This is going to tell you when it's time to clean your air filter. Now, let's go ahead and do the process. So here's your wire. There's a clip, undo the wire, grab the handles, pull the door off. And the way this air filter is sitting here, this is going to be a horizontal application, and it's going to be a horizontal left because air is going to come from the house this side, exit out this side to go to the heating air conditioning equipment. So this is a horizontal left application, the way this sits. Your home, it may be horizontal right, it could be upflow, it could be downflow. This works in all applications, but there is one very, very minor difference. We'll get to that soon. This is the pre-filter. So the pre-filter is going to capture the large dirt and dust and particulate before it gets to the electronic air filter. So the way you saw me pull this out, air is coming from this side. This side is going to collect the dirt. So when it's time to clean this, we want to pull the dirt off. Vacuum it, pulling it off. If we're going to use air pressure, we're going to blow from the clean side and push the dirt off. If this is the clean side, I don't want to vacuum from this side. Why? Because you're pulling the dirt through. That's not good. You don't want to use air pressure and blow the dirt through to it. You always want to push the dirt off. This you could use, you could vacuum this, you could use air pressure, you could use water. Water I would use after you either vacuumed or blew it off. It can gum it up depending on what kind of dust is on here. So no chemicals. Don't use any chemicals on this. So this is the power cell. This is where the magic happens. In this video, you're gonna have to work with me, use your imagination. It's tough to see, but inside each and every one of these holes are these metal spikes. They're sticking out, and they're very, very sharp point. I'm going to leave you a piece of styrofoam. If you lose this, don't worry. Any styrofoam works. To clean this, you're going to go in, insert it in, and turn it. It's going onto the spike. It's cleaning the material off the spike. So that's how you clean the spike. Now we have to clean the surface. Now the surface, we do not want to use paper towels. You definitely don't want to use an old towel because it can leave particulate behind. This needs to be spotless. Use a cotton, like a cotton old t-shirt you don't care about. You could use that to clean this off, and it's the best material because it'll get it good and clean. It will leave no streaks, and it will not leave any byproduct of material falling apart. So this is very important. You might only need to do this once to twice a year. So this is truly as needed, this piece of the filter system. So now it's gone through the electronic. Now we're in the post cell. There's 2 of these. I'm going to point out something very specific. We have a handle. On the top, there's a channel, there's a rail. On the bottom, it's nice and flat. There are no arrows for direction, but it has to go back in a very exact order. So if this is, if it came out this way, you can vacuum, you can blow air from either side. So you could vacuum, you could blow air, you could vacuum, you could blow air. No water, no chemicals. This is as white as it will ever be. The next time you see this, it's going to start changing gray. When it gets to gray, it's just going to be its regular color from there forward. No water, no chemicals, and definitely take your time on this. Vacuum, air pressure, combination of the two back to back really do make a positive difference. And you can wipe off the surfaces, personal choice. So now in this configuration, the way this is a universal container, we have a flat side, but on the top we have this right here, the silver nub. And then we have a track and a flat side. So one, you always have to have the handle out, stored versus out, and the flat side down, and the channel is going to go where the silver nub is. Slides in just fine, don't forget to put the handle back. Again, flat side, channel, push. That's real easy. Okay, now we're back to the magic piece. This is very directionally sensitive. There is an arrow. In this case, it's pointing that direction. It's always pointing at the heating and air conditioning, pointing in the direction of the airflow. Slides right in, no big deal. There's a total of 4 copper pieces. Those are the electrical connection points. This is the pre-filter. Has an arrow. In this case, it's pointing in the direction of our unit, the correct direction, but for this example, I'm going to put it pointing in the direction of the house, the return. Just to show you, when you put this in, it will slide almost all the way in, but it won't get all the way in. So what I'm going to do is take it out, turn it around, put it in correctly. Now it's flush. I can close it. So you put the door back on, the configuration, how you found it. You will plug it right back in. Next to the plug, there will be a little orange light, super duper duper small. It's just acknowledging it's got power. The LEDs will be exactly where you left it off previously. So now that it's clean, you're going to come down here to the reset button. And on the reset button, you're going to push and hold it for a total of 5 seconds. After 5 seconds, release it. The air delivery system turns on. Air starts to pass over. The LEDs up here start to flash. It's measuring the resistance, and then it goes down to 1 or 2 green dots. Now, if it goes down to 2 green dots, don't worry about it. You didn't get it perfectly cleaned, but it probably doesn't warrant a second cleaning. You did a good job the first time, I'm sure. So this is a communicating system, and this is half the reason why you bought this filter. The other half of the reason is it does remove 99.98% of the particulate out of the air. So it's going to keep your house very clean. So you may wonder, why will this stay green 1 dot or 2 dots for 6 months, 9 months, when you hear me say every 90 days? Well, your lifestyle is everything. If you have hardwood floors and you have no pets and you never open the doors and windows except for ingress, egress, you're going to have a very low dust particulate level in your home. If you have cats and dogs and kids and your lifestyle, you leave the windows and doors open in the spring, it's going to bring in lots of dirt into the house, then this is going to light up in like 2 months, so 1 month, depending on how your home is built. So lifestyle will dictate how often this filter needs to be cleaned, but this will tell you exactly how clean and how dirty it is. This was a good decision. And again, thank you so much for investing in the Accuclean electronic air cleaner and including the all-weather heating team as part of your project.